Today I'm going to be doing a comparison between the Xreal 1 and the Xreal 1 Pro. These two glasses are, in my opinion, the absolute best AR glasses you can buy today. When I say the best, I mean that there is just no question about it. These two glasses are leaps and bounds ahead of anything else out there. And this is as of June of 2025. So on this side right here, you have the Xreal 1, which came out a while back, and this is the newest Xreal 1 Pro, which is now shipping to consumers. These two glasses look very, very similar when you're looking at it, but when you get up close, you start to notice the difference. The biggest thing, of course, is the optics. So here you have the Xreal 1 Pro. You can see the optics, right? This is a new optics that Xreal developed specifically for these glasses. And this is the bird bat optics that they've been using in the past. And this is also the one that is on the Xreal 1. Now, why did they go to a different optics for the 1 Pro? Well, the one with a different optics because they were trying to maximize the field of view that the current state of technology allows for these glasses at a reasonable price. So with this optics, you are able to get 57 degrees field of view, but with a bird bat optics, you are able to get 50 degrees field of view on these glasses. And one of the questions people are asking is, should they go from the whatever glasses they had, which was more likely 46 degree field of view, to the Xreal 1, which is $499, or should they go with the Xreal 1 Pro, which as of this moment is $599, but after I believe June, it's gonna jump to $640. And it all comes down to, it mostly comes down to field of view. So like I said, these glasses are very, very similar. You can see that I have the Xreal Eye on both of them. This is the same camera. It works on both of them. It does the exact same thing. The sound speaker is the exact same. The frame, as a matter of fact, the frame on the outside, it's the exact same thing. Now, with the Xreal 1 Pro, you have two forms of adjustable IPD. You have on the regular Xreal 1 digital IPD adjustment, but it's limited in range. And then on the 1 Pro, you have a digital adjustable IPD as well as a custom size for your glasses. So when you buy the Xreal 1 Pro, you're gonna choose a size based on your IPD, and then once you have that in hand, you can further refine the IPD digitally. So you do get a bit more with the 1 Pro. It's not just optics, but obviously I think that a lot of people are more concerned with the optics. I could be wrong, but I think that a lot of people are more concerned with the 57 degrees field of view versus the 50 degrees field of view. With the Xreal 1, you have this bird bat optics, right? You put it on, you have a nice display, and it looks really good, sharp, corner to corner and everything. But at the end of the day, because of that field of view, it feels like you're still looking through a window. No matter how big the display is, it still feels like you're looking through a window. So in your peripherals, you can see the borders of the bird bat optics. Now, before I tried the Xreal 1 Pro, what I was thinking to myself is, oh man, the Xreal 1 Pro is gonna have this massive image, but that's really not how it turns out to be. What really you experience is it's less, it feels like you're looking through a bigger window. So you have less stuff in your peripherals. The image they feel about, I mean, it is definitely bigger on the One Pro, but the image themselves doesn't feel as significant when you are using your PC uh, or or Samsung Dex or something like that. It doesn't feel as significant, but rather that field of view, the window feeling, it just is so much less with the One Pro. The feeling of going from 46 to 50 is just not as significant as going from 50 to 57. So with the One Pro, once again, not only is your image bigger, you have less stuff in your peripherals. Now here's the interesting thing about these two glasses, right? The optics on the Xreal One actually looks bigger than the optics on the One Pro, but yet this has a wider field of view than the Xreal One. And because they switch to this form of optics, which is I think they call it a flat prism or something like that, this part right here is now slimmer as well on the glasses in comparison to the birdback optics. So this glasses in general is slimmer than the Xreal One. But besides that though, what else is different? Nothing. They are literally the exact same software, the exact same menu, but that field of view and the IPD could definitely be the biggest reason why somebody would pick the Pros over the Xreal One. When you are connected to Nebula on the Beam Pro, the functionality is definitely the same. It is no different, but once again, that image size, I remember I was watching YouTube and I immediately noticed, like, as soon as I put the glasses on, I immediately noticed just the significant difference. But it was more so like, man, I could see a lot more. I feel like I had to turn my head less. And it was just less stuff around my peripherals. That's when I realized, man, I was thinking more so in the image, not necessarily thinking about the peripherals. So if that makes sense to you guys, whenever you have all these glasses, they feel like it, this idea that they have like this 200-inch screen. Yes, but at the same time, it always feels like you're looking at those displays through a window. With the One Pro, which has 57 degrees of field of view, it feels like the window is just bigger, so there's less stuff in your peripheral. It feels more immersive. You can have a bigger display. It's just better. Like, I get why it's more expensive, and honestly, I think that if you really care about the field of view, the One Pro might be the better choice for you. So between the two, right, is there a pro to having one or the other, or con to the other? Honestly, besides the price, they both have the same cons and they both have the same pros. And what are the cons that they have? Well, I wouldn't necessarily say cons, but things that you should be aware of. And this is in regards to temperature. Now, I did see a video of somebody saying the Xreal One gets hot. That is correct, but it is not a full picture. So when I wear my Xreal One, right, which is the glasses that I've had since November, I put it on, and because of my nose pads, I use the medium size on my nose pads. My forehead actually never touches this part right here. On the Xreal One series glasses, this part right here gets warm after a period of time using the glasses, which for me, it's usually hours. I use these glasses for hours and hours. I'm talking about, I can use these glasses for longer than 8 hours a day. I'm not even exaggerating. That's how much I use the glasses. But after a period of using it, I noticed that the top parts gets warm. Maybe a little hot, but it gets warm. But that's never been a problem for me because my forehead never actually touches this part right here. And when I say it gets warm, this part is what gets warm, not necessarily this part's right here. So this might get a little hot, but this part doesn't really get as much. I mean, you will feel a little bit of a temperature, but it doesn't get enough to where it's distracting for me. And even if it did, my forehead never touches this part right here. Now, why did I mention that? Well, because on the One Pro, this is slimmer, right? That means that the heat coming from the top has a higher chance of radiating to the front. So what that means is that if you have a nose pad that is short and your forehead touches this, you're gonna feel the heat. But if you're using a nose pad that prevents this part right here from touching your forehead, you will notice the heat. You would not feel the heat. I mean, you will feel the heat at the top, but you will not feel it on your forehead. So you have to realize that there's sometimes it's based on your experience is based on how you use it. If you use a nose pad that is proper for you to where your forehead is not touching or rubbing against this part, you will not have a temperature issue at all. If you have a temperature issue, change your nose pad. And you don't have to buy a separate nose pad. It comes with it in the box. Use it. Now, besides that, there really isn't any other con. Well, the price is up there, man. For me personally, even though the display is just so much better than, I won't say like so much better. It's so much better than anything else out there. It is better than the One, but I won't say, for me personally, I can't pay that $140 more for this. However, if you catch it on this sale that is on, then it's only $100 more. And if you're not looking to upgrade within the next 1 or 2 years, it might be worth it. Now, between these two, now that I've experienced the two, which one would I pick? I would absolutely pick the Pros. But if I had never tried, and this is only because I have tried the One Pro. If I had never tried the One Pro, I think I would be fine with these glasses because I was perfectly fine with them for the longest. I love them. It's my favorite glasses ever. But once I try this, it's like, okay, it's kind of hard to go back to this because that field of view. Because once you experience just that field of view, it's like, oh man, I kind of want this. But if you haven't experienced this, or maybe you haven't experienced it in a while, this is perfectly fine. And you will also notice the biggest difference when you go back and forth between the two. If I put this down for a few days and I put this back on, you know, I don't really notice the big difference as much. But because I've tried this now, every time I put this on now, it's just like I keep seeing these things in my peripheral that I never noticed before because this one doesn't have it or as much. Now this just feels so much smaller, and it's kind of annoying that I tried it now because it's like, man, I really like this, but trying this now, it just makes me wish I actually had this to begin with. But anyway, this has been my comparison between the two glasses. Either way you go, you can't be wrong, because as of right now, this is without a doubt the best AR glasses you can possibly buy. They have 6DoF, they have mixed reality recording, they have 3DoF built in, incredible sound, best sound on any AR glasses, best display, biggest field of view. I mean, what more could you ask for in the glasses that you don't have now? Well, the only thing you could ask for as of right now that technology would permit within a reasonable price will be an increased field of view. And guess what? They are doing that with the Xreal Aura, which is still a bit of a distance away. Do not wait for the R. That glasses is not for us. It's not for you. It's not for the consumers. It's for developers to create apps and to create software. That way, next year when they come out with the new glasses, they can apply those things to those glasses. So do not wait for the Aura. Buy one of these two. I'm not recommending any other glasses. It's one of these two. You gotta go with. That's it. Oh, and while I'm doing this video, I just want to say thank you to everyone that has supported me. Because of you guys, I was able to get my hands on the pros. Like seriously, because of you guys, because of that support you guys give me on the last video, Xreal sent me these glasses to do a comparison between these two. And once again though, all opinion of mine, I'm not being paid for this video. I'm just able to do this because you guys support me so much. So thank you so much. I really truly appreciate you guys. I wanted to have my hands on this so bad. Like I really had to see it. That 57 degrees field of view was just so interesting and so intriguing to me. I had to put my hands on it. So thank you guys. Thank you, Xreal. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.